This video is brought to you by Designer Bully Wash. Make sure you go and get yours. www.silverbackbullies.com. Damian Brooks on Facebook. Silverback Bullies on Instagram. So this video right here I put together for you guys. You're going to get a lot of information, a lot of juicy information that most vets won't tell you because they want to drain your pockets. So this video would explain to you how you breed a female, how to understand progesterone readings and progesterone heat cycles. So you know when to breed your female and when not to. So stick around, watch the video. Hope you guys like, subscribe, and share. Okay.
So progesterone is a hormone that circulates in the blood and is normally, when they're not in heat or they're not pregnant, is very low, like almost zero, less than 1. So what happens is when they start coming into heat, their body starts producing small amounts of estrogen, and it slowly increases and climbs. Usually around day 10, depends on each dog. There's no set time frame as to when the dog will ovulate, but the closer and closer they get to ovulation, the higher the progesterone gets. When they ovulate, the progesterone then skyrockets. And the reason for that is because the ovaries carry the follicles, and when the dog ovulates, she actually opens up the blisters containing the eggs on the ovary, and that blister now becomes what's called a corpus luteum, and that corpus luteum starts producing progesterone, and that's where they're going to get progesterone throughout the pregnancy. So naturally it goes high because now the corpus luteum are producing the progesterone also. So usually your best time to breed is going to be 2 days following that ovulation.
Okay.
That ovulation begins the countdown. So the counting for pregnancy begins at ovulation, not at insemination. Doesn't matter if you bred 2 days later, 2 days later skipped a day, 2 days skip a day. It's always from ovulation.
And ovulation numbers are like 6?
It depends on the machine.
Depends on the machine.
So,
okay.
And we really don't care about the numbers as long as there's that increase from whatever. Let's just say, for instance, the dog is at a 4 point something on Monday. On Tuesday it's a 5.1. On Wednesday it's a 6. And on Thursday, it's a 15. That's ovulation. That jump from the 6 to the 15 is ovulation.
Okay. What's going on, y'all? Bully breeders and Frenchie breeders and all dog breeders, man. Welcome. So I've been searching the web and I haven't seen a video on progesterone or just dedicated to progesterone. So me in my dog breeding business, I had to learn from trial and error and guessing a lot, until I found a vet that can actually return progesterone testing within 24 hours or, within a few minutes. So understanding when to breed your female, you want to wait until you catch a spike. Just like the doc was explaining to you, that spike. So breeding, as soon as you see blood and whatever forcing it, don't worry about it. Sometimes you even have females that don't flag throughout the whole breeding or her whole heat cycle, so you may not even know. So once you see bleeding, rush her to a vet. Try to find you somewhere in your area where you can get a 24-hour progesterone test reading, and then you get that done. Once you get, I would say do 3, because a good vet or a good progesterone tester would be able to keep you up on game. So you go ahead on, you get the first test, boom, say her numbers is at an 8. The second test, her number slowly moved up to a 9. Now the third test now, which is 2 days in between each test, 2-3 days in between each test, now you go and she shot up from a 9 all the way up to a 16. Breed. You breed on that day. That day when you get the test and she's at a 16, that's the spike that doc is talking about. That's when you want to breed. That's what you count as your first breeding. You write that down in your calendar or phone, however you take your notes. Put that down. That is the first day of breeding. So now that would tell a lot. That will help the C-section vet No, just off of the day when she spiked. That's why most of them, when you go get a C-section, they ask you what was her progesterone levels and stuff like that, because they need to know when that spike was so they could count, 63 days or 58 days, whatever amount of days it is from that day of that spike, because that's when she actually ovulated. So just understanding that, and definitely having a little bit of money put aside, should be roughly about between 50 to 80 bucks for each progesterone test. So definitely having that weeds out a lot of the guessing and the mistakes. So yeah, this video is brought to you by Silverback Bullies, Designer Bully Wash, man. Y'all like and subscribe, man. Holla at me if y'all want to see more videos, and I hope you guys don't miss any heats or any breedings.